Hey, good morning, loves. It's 10:55 on Thursday morning, and I am just back from a walk, and my phone battery is already at 29%, because that is how much has been happening already this morning. So I thought I would jump on and have a little chit chat with you guys about self-love in the big energy moment. And I see Victoria and Mike and Tom. So it's not surprising to me that you guys are jumping on right now in a big way. So good morning, Mike. So here's the deal. Something is really buzzing around. I'm hearing words from my clients, from myself, from friends already this morning about overwhelm, about feeling like I can't focus. We have a full moon coming on the 30th, and for those of you who want to poo-poo the fact that the full moon makes us feel anything, remember this. We are 80% or more water. Our human bodies are 80% or more water. And good morning, Walter Kurt, the moon is in charge of the tides. So if the moon's pull is powerful enough to move the oceans and the seas and make the tides come and go bigger, we are arrogant to think that we are not affected by that. Okay? So there's some big stuff going on. So I'm here to give you a big shot in the arm of love, a big blast of self-love today to remind you where to put your energy and your focus, okay? What I can tell you for me personally is today is the anniversary of my soul mama's birthday. It's her birthday today. She passed away in 2011. She was the mother of my heart, the mother of my heart. And I've spoken to her son, one of my greatest loves of my life this morning. I hear you, Mike. You feel crazy. Deep breaths while you talk and put your mind focused just on my voice and your breath. That's all in this moment, unless you're driving. And then on your driving too. You shouldn't be watching me if you're driving. Ooh, I should have you. So I've spoken with him this morning. One of my dear friends from school, from high school. I went to a boarding school in Colorado. She's had a tragedy in her life, and so I'm loving on her. I've had clients call. I have friends. We are all in that fizzy, frenetic, overwhelmed energy. So let's all take a collective breath this morning. Remember the pause at the top of the breath and the pause at the bottom of the breath. Listen to me carefully when I say to you guys, nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. Everything passes. This little pearl of wisdom, this little tidbit was so freeing for me. It was the key that unlocked the door of my own prison. Nothing is permanent. Everything passes. This moment is a moment. This overwhelm, this crazy you're feeling, this grief, all of that, it will pass. Whatever you're feeling, be it good or bad, be it positive or negative, be it the suck of suck or the joy of joy, everything passes. So remembering that gives me some immediate ability to just open my hands and go, oh, right, I'm not going to feel this feeling forever. So practice that. My dear friend Fran taught me, when you're feeling like that, whether you're holding on to something from a place of attachment or your fists are braced for a fight, if you literally physically right now with me, clench your fists as tight as you can and then open them up. Right? Holding your breath, taking in as much breath as you can until you feel your body tighten. And hold that. And then, feel the release, right? Taylor is saying, yes, it will pass, maybe like a kidney stone, but it will pass. So whatever this is, whatever this collective moment is, right? And we talk a lot these days about highly sensitive people. And I really, truly believe there's no difference. There are just those of us who are embracing and being and noticing our high sensitivity. And there are those of us who are trying like hell to not have it be true, right? But whether we're in resistance to it or not, truth is truth. And what we're feeling is what we're feeling. Oh my gosh, my phone is going insane. I'm turning it on to vibrate. So whatever it is, can you if you are in a place to close your eyes, picture someone in your mind's eye. Maybe it's me. I'm okay with that. Picture someone in your mind's eye who feels safe for you. Maybe it's somebody who's passed on and isn't here anymore, like my soul mama, my heart mama. Picture that person in your mind's eye. Maybe it's Jesus, maybe it's God, maybe it's, I don't know, a grandmother, maybe it's your lover or your husband or your wife or your best friend. Whoever it is, picture that person right now in your mind's eye. And I want you to just imagine yourself kind of being kind of not really collapsing, but just being enveloped in their arms with your head on their bosom till you can hear their heartbeat. Like a child wrapped around its mama in a rocking chair. I have this beautiful memory of my son Gavin when he was not quite 2 and he was sick and it was middle of the night and the humidifiers humming in the background and I'm sitting in the rocking chair in the dark with him and he's wrapped around me and his head is on my chest and he's facing me and I'm just rocking him. And I remember feeling his body just sort of go limp in that, oh, I can trust this and I can feel that. That's the feeling I want you to have right now. Your body does not know the difference between a thought, a memory, image, using your imagination and what's real. So the minute you can really conjure up that yummy feeling of being able to hear someone's heartbeat, being able to feel their skin on your skin, feeling their arms wrapped around you, feeling, for me, there's a rocking motion that goes with it, faux show, right? Feeling that. We can comfort ourselves, people. We can comfort ourselves. The mind is so powerful that the minute we have that sense and we can smell the smell, when I think of and I allow myself to step into the portal of grief, where I feel my heart mama, where I feel Ellen Kogan and I can smell her and feel the texture of her skin against my skin, right? My brain doesn't know the difference of if she's really here or if it's just in my imagination. And the oxytocin and serotonin and all of those things that start to flow through my body that will soothe me and will comfort me. We have to know how to soothe ourselves in a healthy way for the days where it just feels too much to do, too much energy, too much pressure, too much noise, whatever. Too much story in my head, too much pressure from my boss, too much grief, too much sadness. We have to know how to soothe ourselves. Now, when you breathe like I'm teaching you how to breathe, that deep breath in for 6 seconds with the pause at the top and the release with the pause at the bottom, you literally, your diaphragm is rubbing up and down on your vagus nerve, which will send a message to your brain to release chemicals and cocktails. And I'm not a neurosurgeon. I don't know all of that stuff. However, things get released from your brain that will calm and soothe your body. It's always available to us. So with me now. If you can do it 5, 6 times in a row, you will not hyperventilate if you do 6 seconds in, pause at the top, 6 seconds out, slow and controlled. You will change your body chemistry. Okay, I'm going to read some of these right now that people are saying. Mike says he feels like all the trauma stored in my body is trying to break loose today. My back is out and I'm laughing and crying nuts. Yeah, but it's not nuts. Don't judge it, Mike. It's beautiful. Let that shit out, man. If today is the day that you get to purge, purge. Let your back feel better. Release all of that. Cry, gnash, rap, yell, do whatever you need to do to release it. If today's the day you get to release all the stored trauma in your body, baby, that is some shit to celebrate. Do you feel me? And I've got you. You're not alone. I've got you, right? You're right here with me right now, okay? Release that stuff, baby. Let it out. Number one pearl in my toolbox, which I swear to God, I'm publishing this year, the card deck, Pearls in My Toolbox. Number one pearl in my toolbox is better out than in. When we hold that trauma in our body, which we are taught to do when we're little, and people say, don't cry or don't feel that way, or, I'll give you something to cry about or whatever. We learn how to hold that trauma in our body. Now you got to learn how to unhold it. Now you got to learn how to release it and let it out, because that stuff will become addiction, cancer, autoimmune disease. Your back is out. Perfect. You are fully supported in this moment, Mike. Fully supported, my love. I've got you. You've got you. The universe has got you. Let it out. I don't care if it comes out laughing. I don't care if it comes out crying. It's only energy. Just release it. Okay? Let me know how you go. Victoria is saying it's about letting go. Yes, exactly. That's what's happening. That's what is wanting to happen. It's like that tension, that pimple that wants to be popped. I know that sounds gross, but it's really true. Taylor is saying my life is where I get my speaking material and things to write about. Yeah, girl, I so feel you, right? I mean, I teach from my life. I am the self-love life coach that learned how to be a self-love life coach because I did not feel loved or lovable. Do you feel me? That's how I got here. That's why I'm so passionate about it, right? Because to be on the other side, and I still have moments where I have the story that says, well, that doesn't feel very lovable, but it's not true. I was just talking to one of my besties, my shaman, a beautiful man named Zachary. And I'm crying in my frustration, in my release, and I'm crying, and he says, I've never loved you more than in this moment. And now I'm crying harder because it's so confusing for my brain. But get what I'm saying, my brain, it's not about what I think or what I understand. It's about what's happening here, what I know, right? Because my brain says, you're not supposed to love me in my messiness. This is supposed to be unattractive. And here's this man who I love and trust who's telling me, I've never loved you more than I do in this moment. In your messiness, it's back to front. We have it all back to front, right? Yes, beat the crap out of your pillows. I love a good scream, right? Take a pillow. You can put a tissue on it if you want. Put it over your face and scream till your heart's content, right? I have an angst playlist, people. I have an angst playlist. When I need music that's going to really mush it out of me, I will play it in the car so loud like a teenager. Channel that inner adolescent. She'll serve you. He'll serve you. And I sing poorly, I'm sure, but it's energy. Release it however you need to release it. You got it? Beat the crap out of a pillow. Do what you need to do. I'm reading things. If you don't deal with the things appropriately, then deal with them inappropriately. You know what, Taylor? I'll tell you what. One of the pearls in my toolbox says, on the way to mastery, being bad at something on the way to mastery is okay. In other words, it's okay to suck at something in the beginning until you get really good at it. I am totally with you. Crystals help with that emotional blockage. Yes. You guys can reach out to Taylor. You can reach out to my friend, Anna Silvernail. Hey, Carrie, love you. You can reach out to, there's all sorts of people, there's all sorts of resources out there. All I'm saying to you is collectively we are beginning to feel some sort of a purge, right? Collectively we are feeling that, do I hold my breath and brace for impact? Hey, good morning, Megan. Or how can I release? In a loving way, I want you to get, it is super, super, super important that we know how to soothe ourselves. When I work with people one-on-one or in my group, my self-love coaching group, I teach them to have a journal. And on the very front page of the journal, I want you to write, this is in case of emergency, break glass. It doesn't have to be an emergency though, but these are the ways that I soothe myself. I went for a walk this morning, right? I connect with people that I love. There has to be a list, and it's a living, breathing document, right? So on lots of people's lists, maybe a hot bath or a shower. It may be, I tell my clients when they're at work and they really need to shift to get back into their body, to just go in the bathroom and wash your hands with warm soapy water. Feel the warm water, feel the soap, smell the smells, right? It'll bring you right back to the here and now. What do you do to soothe yourself? I have had a hammock. I have a porch swing that I sit in. there are movies for me that I've watched 100 times, if not more, that are just benign and soothing, and I know everything that's coming. You could drink a glass of cold water. You could drink a cup of warm tea. You have to know what is on your healthy self-soothing list, right? There's plenty of things that we do that are not healthy. We work harder, we drink, we do drugs, we shop, we have sex, we control. There's all sorts of, all we're trying to do in those moments is soothe ourselves, but we do it in a way that's actually destructive instead of loving. So quickly type. You guys are all chatty this morning and I'm loving it. What do? You guys have already said crystals. Yes, great. I have them. I've got malachite, which I don't really want to touch right now because it's a magnifier, but I will, right? And it's also a heart opener and it's powerful. And guess what? I'm powerful enough, right? I'm the most powerful energy in the room. So what works for you? What's soothing for you? What's self-soothing for you, right? Who do you need to touch? So many people think that they are supposed to be happy 24/7. And then when they aren't, they don't know what to do or how to deal with it. It's true, Taylor. And here's what I believe and what I know. In the Wish game, there is a card that says, treat every emotion like a friend. It's as arbitrary as saying that all of the colors of the rainbow, that there are bad colors and good colors. No, all of the emotions have a value and a purpose. We have been taught and conditioned to believe that grief is bad, that anger is bad, that frustration is bad. No, it's not. Anger, you want to move some shit? Get angry. Like, honestly, my house is never so clean as it is. My shoes are organized. My closet is perfect. When I'm angry and I need to release some energy, ooh, everything is clean, right? So every single emotion is good. And here's what I will say to you, Taylor. It is possible to simultaneously be in grief and in joy. It is possible to be happy and sad, or happy and frustrated at the same time, right? Because again, all of these emotions, happy with a lowercase h and happy with a capital H. Happy with a capital H means that I get that everything that's happening in my life is happening for me and not to me. And I get that even in this moment of grief, even in this moment of frustration or anger or whatever, that it is good. One of the pros in my toolbox is just because it feels bad doesn't mean it is bad. And just because it feels good doesn't mean it is good, right? Like heroin, I'm guessing feels good, but that doesn't mean it is, right? When we have to reset a bone, it doesn't feel good. When our kids have to get shots, doesn't feel good, but it is good. You got it? Diane says, she reads mysteries, takes walks, plays with her kids. For me, touch is huge. Me too, Diane. That is my number one love language, my number one. And that means that I can pet my dog and that will work. I can also order a hug from someone. I mean, I am blessed to have a robust, gorgeous, beautiful tribe. And yesterday I sat out at the pool with one of my best girlfriends who we can hold hands and yummy and love on each other, right? In a way that feels super sisterly and comfortable. Closeness from friends, kids, I often feel like I don't get enough touch. I don't have pets right now. Yeah, I totally get that. So how can you do that for yourself, Diane? Where can you get some more touch? One of the things they teach kids is the tactile thing, to go to a fabric store and buy just little pieces and put them in a box of things that feel soft or things that feel fuzzy. I get that's not going to be the same as human touch. I totally get that. And for my friends who say, go get a massage or go get a pedicure, I don't know why that doesn't work for me. I feel like maybe there's not some inherent love there, or I don't really know. That it just, if it works for you, more power to you, right? And when I do ecstatic dance, I find myself in a place where I am literally giving myself a really big hug. I do a lot of rocking back to forth of myself, which is really good. So that might work for you as well. I literally feel myself holding myself, and I dig that a lot. Yeah, I've done epic shit when I get angry. Me too. It's super motivating. So you guys are getting it, right? Megan says, what if you do the soothing things but are not able to give up the unhealthy activities? Megan, it is just one step at a time, baby girl. It just is. And what I would say to you that helps me a lot is just surround myself with people who are doing the same work as much as I possibly can, people who are reinforcing the message to me in a loving way, who are on the same trajectory that I am on, right? Remember, and you came in a little late, so watch the rest of this, start it over when I stop. There is a part of, on our way to getting good at things, we may not be good at them yet, right? And nothing is permanent. So make a list of unhealthy activities that you participate in, and the full moon is coming. It's a great time to release that which no longer serves you, right? So make a list of unhealthy activities that you like, and for every single one, come up with 2 healthy activities, right? Be your own antidote. I am telling you, I will completely help you with that. I love you. I adore you. I will help you with that. But do that. Just do that today. Make a list of all of the unhealthy activities, and then for every unhealthy one, come up with 2 healthy ones, right? And then go through some sort of a ritual, whatever works for you, of burning or tearing up or however you want the unhealthy activities list. Watch the alchemy of it. Watch it transform and transmute from your writing and ink into ash and into smoke. Watch it and believe in the alchemical process of being able to transmute that into this. Because truly, honey, all you're wanting is to be soothed. And there is a healthier, more loving way to soothe yourself. And you have to know, and you can borrow my knowing, because I know that you are supremely lovable and supremely deserving of soothing, comforting, and healthy, loving ways of being, honey. So I have that in an enormous amount, and you can borrow as many drops of mine as you want. All right? I hope that helps, baby. Victoria says she talks to herself. It sounds weird, but when I'm alone, I talk to the dog. I talk to myself when I need to vent. I hug it out with whomever is around me. I need to touch that. This really seems to be a theme. And I will say, I love that. I love to hold hands. I love to touch. We have stuffed animals and warm fuzzy blankets. A warm fuzzy blanket is great. I know it's going to be 104 degrees here in Austin, but I don't give a shit. Be in wherever you are and find the softest. Costco has these yummy blankets. They're like $9. It's like $9 for the softest blanket you've ever felt in your life. Go get one. It's a loving act to have those things available for yourself. Got it? Mike is saying, I think I'm finally learning how to just be there for me, be kind to me, forgive me, hold me, not judge me. Yes, yes, preach it. When I'm angry, sometimes this is all great stuff, and I love you guys so much. This is it. Here's the other thing. You ready? Stephen Covey says in 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, I want you to learn it, I want you to do it, and I want you to teach it. This is like a magic formula for locking in the new way of being, okay? We talk about the bad stuff all the time. Again, Pearl in my toolbox is the three times rule. I can only talk about a bad thing 3 times. But the good stuff, this stuff, you can talk about this infinitum, forever, okay? So, Megan, while you're out and about today, find someone to share with what you're doing. Find somebody to say, you know what, I'm ready to give up some of my unhealthy behaviors, and I'm ready to be in the healthier behavior, and here's what I'm going to do. And hey, one of the things I put on my list I didn't even think about is this, right? Whatever it is, tell the good story. Talk about what it is you desire to feel, right? You feel me? Be in that energy. And I am thrilled that you guys are all here. I love you. I'm here for you. If you need anything, grow your tribe. Find your Yoda and grow your tribe, right? On purpose. Hey, Cindy. Good morning, babe. You've been practicing that. So happy that you shared it with us. Which thing, honey? Which thing? Thank you, Victoria. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. It's really true. And again, this is it. And if you want more of this, if you want more of this in your life, you let me know. There are ways. There are ways for us to have more of this in our life. I have a couple of one-on-one places, coaching slots open. There are places in my self-love coaching group, which is once a week, and online. And next year for 10 women who are ready to do some really big, beautiful, deep dive work. there's going to be something called Soul Illumination Circle. And we're going to put that out soon. For sure, join the self-love movement if you haven't done that. That doesn't cost you anything. And I will repost this message there. I love you guys. Find your love today. Self-love. Okay? Be in the self-love today. Mike, you're saying you're sorry. I don't know what you're sorry about. Oh, you spelled my name wrong. That's okay. I know you love me. It's all right. No worries, baby. Thanks for showing up. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. This is good. And share this with people. Share this with people. My deal is self-love for me first, and then for you guys. And how big of a splash can I make so that the ripple effect touches other people? Right now it's touching you. How can you make this ripple effect touch other people? Whatever that is, whether that's learn it, do it, teach it today, whether Megan goes and talks to people, whether it's just your vibration is different, whether you want to share this video, whatever it is, I'm telling you, when you give it away, you get it back tenfold. My life is so incredibly blessed because this is what I do all the time, right? You get it. I swim in the soup of love all the time. And so guess what I see? That's how you do it. So whatever you need to do to share whatever you got today from these 25, 26, 27 minutes that we've been together, I want you to share it with someone else. Is that self-serving? Of course it's self-serving, but my greater purpose is really to spread love. That's it. That's it. As I do that, the rest is just total perfection. So I love you. I love you. I want you to love you today. Find something new you can do today to love yourself bigger, even if it's just the four-sided breathing. I've got you. You've got this. I love you.